welcome. I'm Dan from FSElite, and we are here at FSExpo 2026 with Miss Katie Pilot.
Hello.
She's going to be talking about her developed efbX I/O system. So, Katie, you want to bring us up to speed on what's going on with your introduction?
Absolutely. So, well, firstly, thank you for interviewing us because we've been so excited to get this out. We've been working so hard for the last 3 years, I think it's been. So, yeah, it's the idea of the FBX is just to kind of get rid of all of the friction that comes with simming and kind of the admin that you got to do just to get a flight, airborne. So, the idea is a fully connected, connects up to your sim. It has its own app store, so you don't have to be tied to the EFB that any specific aircraft developer has made for you, because every single time you fly different aircraft, you need to fly with a different EFB. You just have the same one. Yeah. The same way, I'm a real world pilot, and that's what we do every time I go to work. I have my EFB, and my EFB is different set up to the first officer's EFB. So
it's like bringing all the airplanes into one iPad.
Absolutely, and because it's connected up, it just means you can plan your flight, you can brief, you can start the sim remotely. You can sit down in your living room briefing over a coffee, start up the sim. By the time you get there, it's ready, and then you can off you go. And we're having some really good conversations with some other developers here at Expo too. So, bringing some other third-party developers into our ecosystem.
That's great.
So, if you are, a subscriber to, one developer, well, you can have it in here too. So you're not like being forced to make a choice. Basically, the idea is this is we're facilitating developers to make life easier for simmers. So we're kind of that platform, and of course we do have our own apps and integrations, but. It's been such a labor of love, I have to say.
It's good, for sure. And how long have you been in developing this application?
Yes, I think the idea I had was probably back in 2022. Went public in 2023 to just say, this is what we're creating. Quite conceptual at that point. Did work, but still quite conceptual. And it's just kind of gone from there. And amazingly, the community at these events have ideas, and they say, "Ooh, you could do that," and I just go, "Oh, that's a good idea," and then I go home and make it. So, if people come at me with ideas, like chances are I'll make it into the
community feedback is very important.
Yeah, it's so important, and I love kind of feeding off what people want. It's fantastic.
That's great.
So.
Now, I saw a post that you posted a release date. Is this correct?
I did. Sorry, there we go. I did quarter four. So it is a window. So we're about to go into beta. We go into beta after Expo.
Perfect.
And it will kind of depend. Likely whether it's the beginning of Q4 or the back end of Q4 will just depend on what development cycles are like.
It could be anywhere in that time frame. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, do you want to give us a little rundown of what the EFB would be like for a general?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see here I've set up with a what livery is that?
Etihad.
Etihad. There we go. I work in Europe. So you can see here we have the app store. So this is where you can manage all your apps that you have installed. At the moment, we've got I've installed all of them because I'm greedy. But you have your FSElite, of course, number one.
Number two.
We have
number two. Sorry.
Number two. What? Well, okay, behind our apps.
Yeah, behind our
apps. We also have our logbook as well. So this is tracking your flights as you fly, and just automatically logging them. We've gone for a full, 3D.
Wow.
3D view, and it's super responsive. I don't know if you can kind of see how it just kind of works.
Very interactive.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's obviously such a minor part of the EFB. It's just one of the apps, but it's kind of, we know how important it is for simmers to track their flights and things like that. So the pièce de résistance though really is the workflow from sim brief right through to the gate, and actually integrating with GSX. And so here we have our sim brief app, and it can see all the sceneries you have in your simulator.
Wow, that's
so you can plan your flight via SimBrief, export it over to our briefing app, which is here. And then once you've decided on your fuel, you can then just send that off to the sim, and that will that, you know, that'll fuel your aircraft, that'll load up the aircraft, you know, and you're ready to go. So
And like you said, you could load up your entire aircraft from your living room.
totally. And actually, not only that, but you can start your sim from your living room too. So like, I mean, we have the computer there.
Yeah.
And if I just press launch MSFS,
Wow.
it starts right over there.
That's
So
incredible.
obviously, you know, as long as you're on the same network,
Yeah.
then
Well, that's
it'll
great.
work. So, but yeah, so it's very much a kind of the idea is it's very connected. Everything is connected. So yeah, there's you know, you have your Phoenix EFB, FS Labs EFBs. Those are integrated. You don't need to go hunting for IP addresses and ports. It just knows.
Oh, that's great.
You know, other integrations, Windy, of course, Flappy Bird. Very addictive
very,
game.
very important.
From personal experience, very, very addictive.
So obviously you're bringing the overall EFB setup and the overall functionality into
Yeah.
one place, which is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, it's very much taking my real world experience of flying and kind of trying to bring that to flight sim, whilst also making kind of basically anything that you do when you're simming that is breaking immersion. We're trying to just remove that kind of friction, and yeah, so we're just trying to remove that friction.
Great. Well, we're looking forward to what this EFB can bring.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for taking the time to interview us today.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Wish you all the best and a successful
Thank you.
launch.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see what it's going to bring.
Thank you.
Thank you.